Because we had pockets of money all over the place. We had different building society accounts, we had little stashes of money, separate accounts, and I'd given up work, and it was an ideal opportunity to actually just have an overview of our finances.
I was recommended to Magenta by a friend, and I needed to get my finances in order. My finances are very complicated, not only my personal, but because I'm involved with a company that I inherited with my brother. So this raised quite a lot of complications that needed sorting.
But the reality is I run a very, very busy business. I don't have either the understanding nor the diligence to look at financial markets, but I feel that Magenta will do that for me.
With my wife Annie, we've got to a stage in our lives where the kids had grown up and moved on. We'd paid off the mortgage, and we decided that perhaps we needed to just look at the next few years and decide what we can and can't achieve, basically.
I think what we were used to do was planning for the short term. So, for instance, we could save for a holiday, we could save for a new car, we could perhaps save for the children going away to university. But it really began to take hold when the question of retirement was looming on the screen, perhaps 10, 15 years hence. But we began to seriously think, well, perhaps we should take some professional advice.
I don't love financial planning. I mean, I can't bear financial planning, so it's good that somebody else does it for me. I've got a career planning business, and I think career planning and financial planning are quite similar, and you really need somebody to handhold you through the really complicated, complex landscape, because it's just a minefield and it's overwhelming, and I wouldn't know where to start with finances or financial planning. So I want to work with an expert, or with people who are experts in financial planning and know what they're doing.
They give me advice, and they demonstrate that advice in a way that I can see and understand. And even sometimes if I walk out the door thinking that's just gone over my head, I know I can go back to her and ask her to repeat it as many times as I need, so that I understand what advice has been given.
Personal circumstances where I didn't have a pension. When I divorced, I signed all the pension rights off to my husband. So I suppose I was a bit frightened about my financial future. And Julie basically held my hand while I negotiated those choppy waters of the future. What does it hold? And through our last couple of planning meetings, I've been able to see where I'm going and the options that I actually have in front of me. And I never had that choice before.